Okay, this is a video about how to factor trinomials who have a leading coefficient not equal to 1 using the box method. So if you're a boxer, you like to set up a box, literally, that looks kind of like this for factoring, or for multiplying. And you like to write the two binomials on the outside of the box. And you like to fill in the box, fill in the multiplication table and then write your answer. So this is a method of factoring for people who like to do that. We're going to start off the same way we did it when we split the middle. We're going to look at A, B, and C. And we're not, instead of, adding to B and multiplying to C using the fast way when A does equal 1, we're going to multiply off to the side 2 times negative 20. We're going to do A times C. And for this problem, when we do that, we get negative 40. So now we need to think, what multiplies to this number and adds to B? And in this problem, B is 3. So I'm going to think about negative 40, and I'm going to be systematic about it. So I'm going to say negative 40, and I'm going to start listing the things that multiply to 40, the factors of 40. So 1 and 40, that's not going to work. 2 and 20, that's not going to work. 3 doesn't go into 40 because the digits don't add to a multiple of 3. 5 goes into 40 8 times. Oh, and that's my winner, because if I make the 8 positive and the 5 negative, that would add up to positive 3. So I have my two numbers that add to B but multiply to AC. So this is what I'm going to do. In the top left box, I'm going to put my 2x squared from the original problem. Later. In my bottom right-hand box, I'm going to put negative 20, also from my original problem. Now, when I multiplied whatever the factors were together to get 3x, I must have added these two boxes. And what I added together was negative 5x, because the negative 5, and 8x. It does not matter where you put these. I got to put the 8x here and the negative 5x here. It really does not matter. So now what I need to do is I need to fill in what two binomial factors multiplied to get these four boxes. So the way I like to start is I like to pick a prime number. So I'm going to pick the negative 5x because it's prime. I could have picked the 2x squared, but I tend to pick a negative number if I have one. Now I need to put in spots here and here that will multiply to 5x, but also make 2x squared and negative 20. So I know that the reason I picked the prime number is I know it has to be 1 and 5. I do not want to put the 5 there because there's no way I can put something here and multiply to 2. That's a bad idea. Instead, I'll put the 5 here. And I don't want to put 5x because this does not have an x. So I'll put the x here. So 1x times 5 would give me 5x, but it needs to be a negative 5. So I need to consider the sign here and the sign of the negative 20, and I want to make this 5 negative and the 1 positive. So this now multiplies to negative 5x, and it won't cause any problems in making the other boxes. So now I'm going to look at what else I have. Over here I've got a 2x squared. So I already have a 1x. So what times 1x would give me 2x squared? 2x. So now I've got 2x, and down here I have an 8x. So 2x times something gives me 8x. What is it? It's a positive 4. Okay, so now I'm just going to double check my work. 1x times 2x is 2x squared. 1x times negative 5 is negative 5x. 4 times 2x is 8x. And 4 times negative 5, check, is negative 20. So now I know that the trinomial 2x squared plus 3x minus 20 factors to x plus 4. I got that because this is 1x plus 4. And 2x minus 5. And again, right there. I have another one for you. What I'd like you to do is pause the video and try it on your own, and then I'll go through it. So go ahead and pause the video, write this problem down, and try it on your own. Okay, so here we go. The first thing I'm going to do is identify A, B, and C. And I'm going to do A times C, which is negative 42. Now I need to multiply to this number, but I need to add to b, which happens to be a positive 19. So I'm going to think about 42. This one's pretty easy because it's not 1 and 42. It's 2 and 21. And because I want to add to a positive 19, I'm going to make the 2 negative and the 21 positive. So I'm going to fill in the boxes. The 6x squared goes here. The negative 7x, the negative 7 goes here. And now 2 and 21, negative 2x and 21x, because these would add together to give me the 19. All right, so again, I'm going to pick a prime number. So I could either go with the 2 or the 7. Last time I went with the 2, or the x term, so this time I'm going to go with the 7. So I know it's got to be 7 and 1. So I'm going to look over here. This is a 2, this is a 21. I'm going to put the 7 here because I know that 7 times 3 will give me 21. But I'm going to put the negative 1 over here because this is a negative 2. So this immediately tells me that up here I need 2x, because that way 2x times negative 1 is negative 2, and 2x times 3x is 6x squared. And just a quick double check, 2x times 7 is 21x. So I know my factors are 3x minus 1 times 2x plus 7. There you go.